Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. Today we're going to be taking a dip into the fan-made project known as Empire Co. If any of y'all are confused as to what this is, well,
let me tell you a tale of insanity, determination, and what happens when you leave teenagers with a VR and are super bored.
to give us a little background, Empire Co. was released May 6, 2022, and that was about 3 years ago. Way to make me feel old, man. This series was directed and produced by Foximations, but he doesn't go by Foximations anymore. He is now That One Possum. He's kind of the reason why the series went anywhere. Well, I mean, at the start he did. Now, you hear me talking about this and you're like, bro, what is Empire Co.?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
Empire Co. was kind of like a Frankenstein's monster of slapping a bunch of things together. Like we have The Office and Star Wars and all this other things, and you just kind of gotta love it. Like Frankenstein. Now, I'm not just gonna sit here and say that the lore makes any sense. It doesn't. There barely is any lore. And the lore that there is, very confusing. It's like watching Nemesis Blue for the first time. You have to watch more than one video to figure out what the heck is going on. The first episode is more or less an introduction on how the show plays out, and introduces a few key characters like Larry and Gary. Warning, most of these names have their "uri" at the end of them, so don't expect any originality there. Besides Florida Man. The episode plays out with Larry, and this other trooper just kind of going around and showing the office, getting to some antics, and inevitably that's when the first episode concludes. The second episode, however, has a tad bit more lore. We follow Larry and the other trooper kind of just getting ready for a meeting with their boss, Vader. Yes, he owns this, like, paper company in the Death Star, I guess. Oh, what? To basically sum up this episode, Vader gets hit by a car.
Oh, wait.
For it!
Now, the third episode is called The New Kid. It introduces a new character, Gavin. Mainly this episode is really just like a filler episode. All they do is just show Gavin around the office and let him know what's going down here at Empire Co. That's literally about it. Now, we're getting into some deep stuff now because episode 4 might be the most important episode of season 1 because it introduces the GOAT, the savior of this verse. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you to remember that droid's face for later. Anyways, throughout this episode, the office holds a party, and that's about it. I mean, they set up for the party, and then I'm gonna tell you, this is probably the littest party the galaxy has ever seen.
We'll see.
If I were a weirdo, I would know too, because I am a weirdo and weirdo do things too, and I am a weirdo, so I know what to do when I play the knife game, because you do too.
Episode 5 after that is another filler episode, and honestly, I mean, nothing really happens between, like, from episode 5 to 10, because, I mean, the only thing that really happens is we are introduced to more characters, and that's it. We were really just, like, throwing things at the wall, and then charging into said wall, you know? But, however, in episode 10, we meet Larry's biggest op, Palpatine. Now, Palpatine just kind of comes into the office and tells Vader, yo, you're doing your job wrong. I'm gonna do it for you. Or whatever. And basically throughout that whole episode, it's just the office dealing with the CEO and like just Vader getting better at his job, I guess. I mean, it's a very simple episode. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it. And Palpatine, the actor, I have nothing against the actor. He is an amazing guy. But oh my gosh, dude. So sadly, the next few episodes were yet again filler. However, we are getting our littlest bit of lore. In episode 14, called Order, Kylo Ren is upset about his grandpa doing the paper business, and apparently this guy doesn't have any therapy because he just takes over the office. That's... And then everyone's kicked out, including Vader, which is weird. I mean, isn't Darth Vader, like, stronger than Kylo Ren? I don't know. Anyways, so this kind of sets up for the season finale of episode 15.
Detect something called a Death Star.
Like, come on. Tell me that trailer does not go hard. So, in the finale, the office workers and Vader are kicked out of the office and wind up at a intergalactic bar. They decide to send Larry and his love interest that was introduced in a court episode, or actually, no, it was like an episode about the female trooper, or whatever. And they send them to go to, like, the Empire's storage unit, or whatever. And, yeah, that goes about as well as, you'd think. I mean, nothing could really go wrong there. Besides Larry's girl dying. Well, then that awakens Larry to be able to use the Force, apparently, to kill the guards and take the armor. Now, in the episode, you don't see Larry kill these guards. But I'm just going to paint a picture. Larry practically went Doom mode and absolutely eviscerated these guards. So after that, Larry returns back with the armor and stuff. However, people notice that his girl is gone. So they suit up after that, and then they're going to... I don't know, they just appear in a spaceship, and that's it. Or whatever, they just show up at a spaceship, and they're going to go on, like, missions and raids, so that way they can regain the office somehow. Now, I'm going to play you this clip because this expresses how Palpatine was to Larry practically every time that he was on the show.
Shut up.
Listen up, Larry. I've had enough of you smuggling beer in the ship. So with all honesty, you.
So practically, they go on a mission to the office to like get rid of some of the guards while Kylo is out, and Larry accidentally shows everyone that he can use the Force. And here's another clip of showing how Palpatine was reacting to that.
Go.
We didn't gain Kylo.
What did you say? Huh?
We didn't.
You can use the
Kylo.
Force. Right here.
But
What the hell?
You're not the only one, bitch. Oh.
What?
After that, they send 2 other troopers to go on a mission, and this is probably the saddest moment in the whole show. Someone sadly dies. I'm gonna play you the clip.
Okay, yeah, you're dead,
Yeah, okay, I don't know what the fucking... Gavin. Gavin, have some kin.
Gavin dies! After that happens, they decide to, storm the base, finally, for the last time, just to finally get rid of the guards there. However, when they decide to storm the base, sneaky little Kylo decided to get on a little trip to the spaceship and confront Vader. Both of the fights were really good and big. However, I think, yeah, I'd advise you guys to go and watch the final episode by yourselves, mainly because it's like an experience thing, and just having me talking about it is not the same as actually watching it. So, however, spoilers if you are going to go watch it by yourself. Remember that drone I was talking about earlier? Well, here, check this out.
Oh, will you?
Look like you need some help feeding your grandson. Okay, I got this.
Is that a dog? What is going on here?
Yeah, that's my trainer. That's my trainer. You failure.
And then Kylo Ren gets beat into a bloody pulp. And then that's it for the episode. A funeral is held for Gavin, and then the end credits play, and that was it for Season 1. Now, I would go more into Season 2 and 3, but however, we would be here a lot longer because the episodes were a lot longer, and there was like 20 in Season 2, and Season 3 is still coming out and stuff. However, I would like to talk about So basically, throughout this show, there have been many cameos and many different things coming from different IPs and whatnot, and it kind of makes the whole multiverse thing a little hard. It's kind of like a hub world for different IPs, I guess. Like, there's mainly Star Wars, but then The Office is also the thing, and Fortnite, and Batman, and like all this other stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how to break it down or whatever. And the timeline, there is no timeline. I don't understand. I mean, Season 3, apparently it takes place 10 years after Season 1 and 2. But we don't know when Season 1 or 2, like, were held. So we really just, I don't know, someone do a game theory on it. And yeah, well, that's kind of all I want to talk about for right now. I have more stuff I want to talk about with this show. However, just not enough time. I'll probably do a part 2 about this. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's not what I usually do, but hey, I enjoyed doing this. And without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next video. Okay? Bye.
Didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, like nothing really matters. Where's the there's my piano.